Well, guess what? Remember the Z-Tour one?
My kids are obsessed with monster trucks.
Yeah, it somehow gets worse.
What are you talking about? The Monster Z Tour one was extremely bad. It only appealed to kids, but also did it in the worst way possible. How can you top that?
Hi, I'm Andrew, and I love monster trucks. Monster Trucks Maniac has the most amazing trucks. Pouncer, Predator, King Crunch, Nitro Hornet, Bustin' Loose. This is awesome!
Oh, god damn it. What the fuck? Apparently, it's becoming a serious issue now. Whether it's still images or actual full-blown commercials, the monster truck industry is slowly turning into this. As of right now, I could see at least about 3 shows that are starting to do this. But yeah, it's becoming a really big issue, and now I decided to talk about this more in depth, because the last time we brought it up, that was back on my commercial video, which was towards the end of the video and barely gave any attention. It's a whole full-blown video, and Off Track Productions is going to help me out with this, and apparently he's found more than just that commercial.
Yeah, I found more. I say find. It's more so like they're hitting me. Like I'm getting hit in the face with a baseball. I got a couple that I saw recently, and they're from the UK. So it's not just an American thing. This is also crossing international borders, where it has Swamp Thing and Slingshot also shoved through an AI filter, which to me makes zero sense because I'm like, these trucks have been running for what, 15, 20 years at this point? You mean to tell me you couldn't even find a single photo to use for these ads? I mean, actually, you know what I just thought of? You know what I just realized? Samson MT Fan's biggest video with almost like, what, 500,000 views has a photo of Swamp Thing in the thumbnail. You mean to tell me that he could find one easily and put that for his thumbnail, yet the promoter couldn't? I legitimately do not believe that in any way, shape, or form.
But then you also have the Monster Z Tour, back again with more AI slop. However, this one makes less sense than the AI video, believe it or not. In this photo, you can see it's a promotional thing for an event that happened, well, at the time of this recording, a week ago. This event features 6 trucks scheduled for the event. However, this makes absolutely no sense that they're using AI for this, because of 2 things. One, just like how Off Track put, they have photos of these trucks somewhere in their catalog. And 2, and what shocks me the most, they're using AI, meanwhile they're also posting videos of their events from the past in like little edits on their social media as seen here. So that begs the question, why are they doing this with these?
It looks like the worst Wii shovelware game you could ever see.
Hi, this is a stupid editing boy, and I just wanted to say that I managed to find another one from Off Track Productions. Again, he supplied quite a few of the stuff for the video. He sent this from Memorial Day, and it's, instead of being like a Google post or maybe just some sort of like image with like an American flag backdrop, they decided to do a like AI / stock image combination thing with this recent post, and yeah, you can see how bad this really looks. This whole thing just gives me a headache. Like, there's a reason why in this video we only have bullet points and we're not going based off of a script. It's because this one doesn't even need a script. You can just look at this and you can notice how awful this is. And also, here's a previous poster from the Monster Z Tour back in April. They used actual photos for this stuff. This makes no sense at all. Is it like a multiple person thing, or?
I mean, look, I'm just gonna come and say it, right? I mean, I know this probably will, you know, maybe rub some people wrong or whatever, but I mean, it's just lazy. It's just outright lazy. Like, you want to know? Because people will be like, oh, why don't you do better? All right, here. See? It's not that hard. It's legitimately not that hard. If me, by myself, with basic tools, can do that, like, in what? Probably 20 minutes, if that? then what excuse does any promoter have to do this? I mean, I'm glad at least it's kind of relegated to ones that, let's be real, are backmarkers. Like, we haven't seen promoters, like, of course, Monster Jam or, Toughest or Throwdown or All Star, do things like this, and I would legitimately hope they don't. But it's more so about the precedent than I think it is anything else. Because it's like, it's just lazy. That's what it is. It's just lazy. And to me, if you're gonna put that little effort into the actual, like, promotion for your show, then how little effort's gonna go into the actual product?
And yeah, as we're bringing up, even though that it's only just 2 or 3 or so tours that are really not really well known, that are positively received, that are doing this, and some people might think we might be just doing this just to get a click. This one, the reason why we're doing this is because it seems to be important, because now we have 2 full-on weird AI commercials, and these AI monster truck photos for event posters are starting to pop up more frequently, internationally and in the US. And pretty soon, if nobody talks about this, there could be a chance that other tours will start picking up on this and start using it. And that would be hell on earth. So that's the reason why we're talking about this. So then we can get this message out, so then they can hopefully either stop this or at least limit it fully. And hopefully we can just move on and make this all a little laugh.
Thomas, I hate to tell you this, and by the way, I'm actually doing this like in real time. A third plane has hit the monster truck tours. I'm not even joking. It actually involves a plane.
Anyway, so at the time of this recording, it's 7:20 p.m. I'm currently sitting at my desk recording a video with Off Track Productions, and now we have another video, and at real time, no kidding, real time, you're gonna see me react to this video. And as you can see here, I have my space open right here. You can see I am on my Discord, and I am gonna load on to my Facebook and see what this video is all about. What the heck was that? Why'd they use a plane for that? Why?
I don't know.
Why was a plane? Why'd they use a plane for that? If you're gonna,
I don't even know.
Rule number 1: if you're gonna have, I'm speechless. Rule number 1: if you're gonna advertise about a monster truck show, for the love of God, stay on topic. That was unnecessary. Why'd you have a plane? That looked frightening at first glance.
And like, what the funniest thing is too, is I would give them a slight ounce of, like, grace if they had Plane Crazy on the lineup. No, nowhere to be seen.
It's just a school bus ride truck. We went from...
Actually, okay.
Sorry, I just want to bring up. We went from monster truck commercials that just appealed to get people excited, get goosebumps, and just go crazy at these shows and beg their parents to go. But now we're resorting to either confusing things that are supposed to be trendy, but I don't even know. And then we also have AI trying to appeal to little kids, but it just doesn't work. And also, again, I said this before and I'm going to say it again, try to appeal to everyone, please, because you're going to leave us behind, and that's going to decrease a lot of sales.
I mean, there's an art form to doing an ad for, for monster trucks, and, like, it doesn't need to be reinvented. I don't understand why we as a society, we live in a society, have moved away from, the whole Sunday, or, you'll buy the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Like, the wheel was there. It's like taking a circle and deciding, what would probably be better? A triangle.
And yeah, like even if they don't use the Sunday or the whole seat thing, they would still have a commercial that gets you hyped, ready to go, and know exactly what you're going to be getting into. Like, it would showcase from previous events, showcase who's going to be there. They would showcase some special deals if they came up with something for the venue, and benefits. But they would do it in such a way that like grabs your attention, and that's why I did some of the edits of the monster truck stuff earlier, because I'm trying to grab people's attention, and that's what commercials should do, but in a good way. Like the older Monster Jam commercials, as I showed you earlier, or the 90s or the 80s, they were unique. They were something that never usually happened. And oh, I forgot to bring this up the last time. Raceway Park. I miss this place to all hell and back. And I would go there because I remember a certain voice and a certain commercial. And this commercial right here got me hyped up for one of the shows.
Wednesday night, July 17th at Raceway Park. Biggest family thrill show of the year. The 38th annual PC Richard & Son Night of Thrills. 300-mile-per-hour top-fuel dragsters and flame-throwing jet cars blasting down the quarter mile into the world's wildest high-flying monster trucks. Car-crushing wheelie cars, cartoon characters, much more. Sights and speeds that will amaze. Adults $30, 6 to 11, 10, under 5, free parking. Tickets and info at racewaypark.com. PC Richard & Son Night of Thrills. Raceway Park. Be there.
See? It grabbed your attention right from the get-go. They did not wait or hesitate. They had the iconic Raceway Park voice, and then bang. Got you excited. They told you what's going to be there and what date, and then it was time to beg to your parents to go to the show. And then you did. Like, it works. You gain extra money doing that, but it seems like they're just stopping, and now with the AI stuff, it's becoming even more serious and shady.
You know, it not only that too, but also, I mean, even maybe it's a bit more like microcosmic, but it's also into our, into our YouTube sphere as well. Like, for example, right? I found this video, and I'll be honest, I don't necessarily get salty that much because I legitimately don't really bother that much with views or anything like that, but to see like the craziest monster truck transformations where it's just an AI feed of, basically transforming into literally nothing that represents what they actually are. It has 23,000 views over the course of literally a month and a half. Like, why? There's something, and I'm going to get a bit philosophical here for a second. There's something called the dead internet theory, which basically means that like there's no more active users online. It's all just bots making content for bots and being commented by bots. And I'll be honest, it's when I see things like this, it kind of makes me believe it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see who would do this, like, as a normal person, but yeah, I totally see what you're getting here, and unfortunately, this is just the start. It's starting now, and in the future, it's gonna grow unless if we do something about it. I mean, you get my idea. The AI commercials and the AI slop has to be put away in favor of something that actually takes passion, but also advertising correctly, and this kind of glues together the first video as well to this whole entire thing on how to do it. And if you want to see my reactions from some of those other ones, be sure to take a look at that. But pretty much to sum it up, make sure the commercial has effort, and make sure that you advertise to everyone, not just one demographic. And be sure to put everything you need to know in the commercial so everyone knows exactly what to do. And the final thing, make sure to lure them in. Get their attention right out of the gate. Whether the commercial is 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or even a whole minute, make sure that they know that you're coming to their area. And it works. The money will grow. And that's what I've been trying to get across for these last two videos.
We can only hope. I mean, and, the best thing that we can do is, not only... Because I feel like, yeah, we can talk about, like, the promoters that are doing this, but also, too, I think we need to as content creators, also do our part to, help promote the tours that are doing it right. The ones that are clearly showing their passion for it, and to help show it through either through our wallets or our social media, what we share or anything like that, to actually just let it be known that, hey, if you're going to spend your money on a show to go see monster trucks, these are the ones that you need to go to. Again, the overdrives, the throwdowns, the toughest, the all-stars of of the world that definitely deserve it. I think also deserve to have that attention and to have that admiration given to them for what they're doing above all else. The ones with the AI slop, they'll go the way of the dodo bird, but the ones that actually are putting an effort to help boost them up.
And if that happens, the industry will be in a much better spot with its advertisements, and we won't have stuff like this again.